was the hardest hitting game of the weekend, maybe of the season so far. First time ever Lamar and Ben Roethlisberger go up to bat. And Kyle, our guy Robert Spillane.
Bobby Spill.
First drive of the game, takes in a pick six. Then we get another interception from Lamar. This one, of course, from the legend that is, Alex Highsmith.
Derek Ebron for the touchdown right there.
2 interceptions led to 14 Steelers points early. Lamar struggling, but would get it together. And the Ravens would take a lead here with a touchdown pass. That is Marquise Brown with the touchdown. We'll hear from him after the game. Unhappy with the amount of touches he got. But Ben responds. Ben, pump fake, finds it. Claypool. Claypool's a rookie also, guys. They've got a lot of young players on this team. Claypool dropped a few passes, fumbled one, found a way. But here we go, 3rd and 5. Lamar looking, makes the move. Stopped short, which would lead to a 4th and 3.
Here we go, down 4.
Lamar Jackson, what do you...
Quarterback draw.
The play call is there. He would fumble it. And the Steelers would take over on downs. But the Ravens defense stops the Steelers. They get Lamar one last shot. Here we go. 2nd and 10 for the game. Lamar looking. Minka knocks it by. Steelers go into Baltimore. And what was classic Steelers-Ravens hard-hitting game. Give him the kiss and the finger roll. Minka and the Steelers go away with the victory, 28-24. Stats tell one story. The final score tells another. Ben Roethlisberger had a feel beating Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in this crucial division matchup.
I know my whole career people say that I've always kind of had the playground, backyard football. Today, it was in its truest form. There were plays when I would say, hey, Juju, you run this. Ray, you run this. Ebron. I mean, we had guys, and they didn't blink an eye. And to me, that is just, it's so awesome that guys are able. They don't have to just be, like Coach Thomas all the time, don't be a robot. Like, they didn't have to be robots. Like, they were able to just do things on the fly. And I think that's what makes me most proud today.
A lot of good vibes in Pittsburgh. Take a look. Juju had the he got everybody involved. This is the 7-0 dance, the only undefeated team in the league. The only last time the Steelers win 7-0, they of course won the Super Bowl. Rookie Chase Claypool also had a tweet after this one. Yeah, it's good. He said, "Losing, never heard of her." I kind of get it. I thought I laughed out loud.
I guess he forgets his college career.
Notre Dame digs.
Kyle,
pretty good.
they're 7-0. Yeah. It's not always pretty, but they got it done. What do you think?
I think the Steelers and the Ravens should maybe play in the AFC title game. I would love to see that. The problem is that for the Ravens to get there, they're going to have to win a couple big games. You can't just get buys all the way through the AFC title game. The Ravens ran up huge numbers. They ran all over the place. The numbers look great. They should have won the game. And at the end, I see Lamar coming up short. Nate, you're a big, big Lamar guy.
I am.
If you were to make a list right now, not of your favorite quarterbacks or of the best quarterbacks, down 1 score with 2 minutes to go, make your list. Start making it. Which quarterbacks do you want? You're going to put on Russ. You're going to put on Rodgers, Brady, Mahomes. At what point do you get to Lamar Jackson? And is that number double digits? I think it is.
I'll probably say 6 or 7 for me.
6 or 7.
But I hear your point, though. I hear your point.
Over Drew Brees?
No, I would go Russ, Rodgers. I'm going Tom Brady, Mahomes,
Stafford
Drew
is
Brees.
really good at the end of games. There's the point that I'm making is that he's an awesome player and he has awesome highlights.
I get your
great. We got to start winning some of these big games. We got to beat Mahomes. We got to beat the Steelers. We got to do a lot of this stuff, Peter. It's getting time.
Yeah. He's a talented quarterback.
Sure is.
He's athletic. He can throw. He can run, of course, as we know. But he needs to win these big games. And there's moments that matter where he didn't step up. He made some crucial interceptions. Or he threw a crucial interception. Beginning of the game. When you consider the fact that Big Ben took care of the ball and Lamar Jackson had the turnovers, that right there is your separator. As close as the game was, Lamar Jackson's going to look back and kick himself in the butt saying, if I just took care of the rock, we win this game. And we're going to continue to have this conversation until Lamar Jackson proves us wrong. He has some explaining to do after this turnover. And that's what we'll continue to ask Lamar and ask these Ravens. What are you going to do in the moments that matter? Because the Steelers, they stepped up and created the turnovers that we're talking about this morning.
Yeah, I'm watching this game, and the defense from the Steelers, we have so many big names, right? Cam Hayward, Bud Dupree,
DJ.
Minka, Tuitt's all over the place, and yet Big moments. It's Robert Spillane out of Western Michigan. It's Alex Highsmith, a walk-on out of the University of Charlotte. It's Isaiah Buggs making big plays. The Steelers were out there and they were hitting and they had no fear. They went into Baltimore in a game where they're playing in their opposing team's stadium. The other team is coming off a bye where they've been loading up all week to play this game. And they go and they come out with the victory. I listened to Mike Tomlin after the game. Let's take a listen to the sound. This was so good.
You don't expect Lamar Jackson to make those kind of interceptions. How big was that to change the momentum?
We got respect for him, but we don't fear him. And so, we're not surprised by anything that transpires.
They don't win pretty, they don't put up huge numbers, and they don't win by a lot of points. But back-to-back weeks, they went into Tennessee and they beat the Titans, and they went into Baltimore and they beat the Ravens, and they're the only undefeated team in football. Hey, the Steelers, it's okay to say they're pretty darn good.
Speaking of fear, nothing about the stats are going to make you scared in this one. Again, 182 yards for Ben, 45 rushing yards for James Conner, but they are showing that even if it's ugly, like we're saying, they can win in different ways, and that is why I think your Super Bowl pick's looking pretty good.
And let me throw this out there. When Minkah Fitzpatrick was traded for and he landed in Pittsburgh, we're like, okay, he went from worst to one of the better teams in the league. Did they just pull another Minkah by trading for Avery Williamson, who just left the Jets? Go from 32nd to first, literally, and he's going to have another unbelievable impact, just like Minkah did when he was traded.
Meanwhile, Miami, I think, feels pretty good about that trade, too. I mean, who knows? Let's find out. Let's go to Vikings, Packers. What happened in this game? Aaron Rodgers destroyed the Vikings in Week 1. He likes to sing Wind of Change by the Scorpions on karaoke night. Could there be a wind of change blowing at the trade deadline? Same old story here. Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers are unbelievably good together. They had 3 touchdowns yesterday. But who cares? Why? Because the Packers even said nothing. Dalvin Cook's already gone ballistic in this game, and then they dial up the screen, which had amazing blocking, and he's gone. 4 touchdowns for the guy they call the chef, even though his last name is Cook. 28-22. They go into Lambeau and punch the Packers in the teeth. I think that would be accurate. They win. A lot to talk about on that.
How did you beat me if I had Dalvin Cook?
I had the Dolphins defense.
Thursday.
Van Ginkel.
Championship rematch. Check this out, guys. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, George Kittle and the Niners. It's Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. You can catch it on Fox, right here on NFL Network, the Nifl, or you can stream it on Amazon Prime Video. Up ahead, we've got all the highlights you can handle on a Monday morning. A heartbreaking loss for Cam and the Patriots.